Our last speaker, an introduction to Sikhism, please welcome Kulvir Singh Gill.
Good morning. I'm guessing the speaking order was determined by age because I'm obviously the oldest person on our panel. I'm speaking today as a practitioner of Sikhism, of Sikhi. My esteemed colleagues have many more years of experience and learning and wisdom, but in my time I've had a lifetime of experiential experiences with the Sikh faith, and that's where I'm speaking from today. To be a Sikh is to be a learner by definition. The definition of what a Sikh is someone who's on the path of acquiring knowledge about what? Well, about who we are, why we're here, what is our purpose in life. For Sikhs, the concept of God is a bit of a man-made creation. The best way to describe God for us, for Canadians, and those of you that watch Star Wars, is for us, God is the Force. God is not a father figure that exists outside in the heavens. It is something that exists in everything. God is the source of all. It is the creator. It is universal, but it is also personal. So the creator created the world, created the creation, and resides within the creation. So that means God resides within each one of us. Each one of us has that divine spark within us of that infinity that exists in the universe. And that's what we're here to connect with. As humans, when we've come into this world, we get attached to everything else that's going on in this world, and we become so fixated on the external, we forget about the journey that is internal. We forget about the journey that is within, the pilgrimage that must be taken within our own souls to connect with that divinity that resides with each one of us. Every sentient being has the potential to realize that universal truth, and our purpose in these lives is to try to connect with that creator that resides within us, that spark that resides within us. So how do we do that? Well, just like any sport, if I want to be the world's best swimmer, I can go out there and I can train my hardest and I can try to win that race, win that game. But most people who are professionals or are really serious about winning that game, they usually get help. They usually acquire someone to help them guide the way. They get a coach. And just like on the spiritual path, we all need a coach as well. And for Sikhs, that coach is our guru. Guru is someone who is, the definition of guru means darkness to light, someone who takes us from ignorance to enlightenment. So for Sikhs, we have our 10 living gurus who then, after their time, took all of their poetry, their prayers, their hymns about God, about reality, about how to connect with that reality, compiled it into the scriptures called the Guru Granth Sahib, and that for us Sikhs is our guru today, and that's what we rely on as our coach. So just like to play a game of sport, you need a coach. Well, to play the game of life, to play this game of love, we all need a coach, and that for Sikhs, that is our guru. How do we serve the guru? How do we connect with that creator? Well, for us, creator and creation are one and the same. The first line of the Guru Granth Sahib says there is one, period. One. So that concept of unity resides in each aspect of Sikhism. And so for us, trying to connect with that one essential divinity is done in two ways. One is through Simran, which is reflection and contemplation on that divinity. And the second is Seva, serving the creation of that creator. And so for us, one of our greatest forms of worship is the serving of others. And Seva, not unique within the Sikh faith, but for us it takes on a greater level, much beyond volunteerism. For us, worship is done through helping others, by giving of ourselves. We have a concept of tithing as well, but our tithing is of not just financial, but also of spiritual, of our time, our energy, our soul, and our finances to support others in need. Serving the poor, the downtrodden is a worship of the Creator. And then also, with that, a Sikh is also an activist. So standing up for the rights of others, standing up for equality and for justice, wherever you may see it, is a fundamental belief of ours. We may not believe what you believe in. What you believe may be the antithesis of what we believe. But as a Sikh, it is my duty to fight to the end, to defend your right to believe in it. And that is for us something, for Sikhs, our concept of plurality, that there is not one chosen way. We're all, from here to, if I was to go from here to the CN Tower, there's many routes I can take, and each of us must pick a route, but there are many routes to the same path. And so as a Sikh, we're on this path of spirituality to connect with that divinity, like I said, that divinity that is all around us, and especially that divinity which is within each one of us. And given everything going on in the world, all the distractions we have, all the temptations we have, everything we have that's trying to gain our time and our energy and our mind space, finding time for this greater purpose is ever more difficult. And so the concept, the theme we're talking about today is especially relevant because we seem to be, those of faith and this greater purpose seem to be getting squeezed out of the narrative of popular or contemporary society. So I'm glad we're talking about it today. Thank you very much.
Kulvir, on behalf of those of us who are 20, 30 years older than you, don't rush it. Your beard will be gray soon enough. You'll wake up one morning and went, well, how did this happen?